What is going on YouTube? It is me, Tamer Azizz, and today we're going to be comparing Wealthsimple Trade and Questrade. I'm going to be comparing the key things that people look for when trying to pick a platform to invest from. If there's anything that I did not go over, please let me know in the comment section down below and I'll get to you ASAP. First, let's look at some upper hand advantages that Wealthsimple Trade has. The first thing is that it's $0 to actually buy and sell stocks. This only applies to Canadian stocks, whereas for US based stocks, you have to pay a 1.5% conversion fee to buy and another 1.5% to sell.
That's nasty.
On the other hand, with Questrade, they do charge you a commission, and it really depends on the type of plan that you get with them. You can either get the fixed pricing, which is basically a minimum of $4.95 per trade, or 1 cent per share if you decide to go with their active trader plan. To unlock this type of pricing, you do have to subscribe to one of their data packages, and I personally wouldn't recommend that anybody do that unless you're a day trader who trades multiple times a day. The second good thing about Wealthsimple Trade is that you don't have to have a minimum balance within the account itself, and you can be inactive for as long as you want. Questrade, on the other hand, would charge you a $24.95 fee if you fit the following criteria. If you really wanted to, you could actually avoid this inactivity fee, which is by doing the two obvious things, having more than $1,000 in your actual account, or placing one trade per 3 months. The not so obvious way to actually get away from this inactivity fee is to subscribe to their data packages, depositing $150 into every account that you have with them, or if you're just under 25 years old. So either have some money left on the side, or buy yourself a time machine if you want to avoid this inactivity fee. There are times where some people will actually get charged this inactivity fee by accident, but Questrade is actually very understandable and will refund you this amount back in commissions if it ever does happen, which I highly doubt, but just in case. When it comes down to Wealthsimple Trade, they have the most simplest interface ever. This is best suited for new investors, but if you do decide that you want to get more into stocks, I suggest using Wealthsimple Trade while educating yourself on the side so that you could eventually move up to Questrade if you want to be more advanced. Let's talk about some things that stand out with Questrade. Now, Questrade's platforms can be accessed by the computer or through your phone. The phone app is personally not my cup of tea, but it gets the job done. Wealthsimple Trade, on the other hand, only allows you to just download the app on your phone, and that's pretty much it. The second good thing about Questrade is that you have a bunch of different options of things that you can buy and sell. This includes options, mutual funds, GICs, precious metals, and even IPOs. IPOs are also known as initial public offerings, and this is basically when a private company decides that they want to go public for the first time. A perfect example of an IPO that everybody is waiting for is Airbnb. Before Airbnb even goes on the stock market, you have the chance to actually buy it, which is a great opportunity if you want to be one of the first investors. Whereas with Wealthsimple Trade, on the other hand, the only thing that you can buy are stocks and ETFs. And some good news for dividend investors out there, Questrade actually has a drip. Drips are basically known as a dividends reinvestment plan, and this allows you to actually buy portions of a specific stock using the dividend that you just got back from them. For example, if a company gives you a $20 dividend, but the stock price costs $40, the drip will put your $20 back into that stock and buy you 0.5 of that stock. With Wealthsimple Trade, you basically have to wait until you get that full $40, which is risky because what happens if it goes up to 45 or 50? That means you're gonna have to wait even longer to put your money back into the stock. And this is one of my favorite things about Questrade. The second good thing about Questrade is that they have their own downloadable software called IQ Edge. This is more of a day trader feat. The next pro of Questrade is that there's a lot more flexibility within the charts. Wealthsimple Trade only gives you a set amount of time frames that you could look at, with only one type of chart, which is the line chart. Questrade, on the other hand, allows you to customize the actual chart itself and look at it from different perspectives. It's kind of limited with their phone app and their desktop version, but with IQ Edge, it's a lot easier to do these type of customizations. We got two more good things about Questrade. The first one is that margin and penny stocks are available with Questrade. Margin is basically just when you borrow money from a broker to make investment decisions, and penny stocks are any stock that is just lower than $1. These two types of options are really risky because with margin, you're basically borrowing money at interest, and if you end up losing that, then you're in big trouble. And with penny stocks, if a stock is trading for $1 and it goes to 50 cents, yeah, sure, it doesn't seem like a big problem, but you just lost 50% of your money. I wouldn't advise any new investors to go into this if they decide to choose Questrade. Last but not least, with Questrade, you can hold both US dollar and Canadian dollar, and it's stays that currency when you decide to sell a stock. Wealthsimple Trade, on the other hand, does allow you to buy US companies. The thing is, the Canadian dollars are converted to US and then they're converted back. Questrade allows you to buy US stocks with US dollars and then sell them for US dollars back into your account. No conversion fees applied. Now, which one of these platforms is the best? Who is each platform for? My personal opinion, I would suggest Wealthsimple Trade if you only want to invest in Canadian stocks or ETFs. If you are just new to the stock market, if you want a portion of your total portfolio to be in only Canadian markets, if you are a long-term investor in Canadian stocks, if you are an occasional investor that only makes one trade every 3 months or less than that, or if you don't have a lot of money to start investing with, typically less than $1,000. Questrade, on the other hand, is for you if you want both American and Canadian stocks to be invested in. I would also recommend Questrade for you if you're ready to take your investing knowledge onto the next level. And if you're a Canadian day trader or swing trader, I would recommend going right into Questrade. If you've done your research on options and you're ready to start buying and selling contracts, I would also recommend Questrade. If you're a dividend investor who is looking to get a dividend reinvestment plan, go to Questrade. And if you want more diversification with the actual money that you have, if you want to start putting your money into IPOs, mutual funds, GICs, and so forth. That's pretty much it. I hope that this video helps you kind of decide who you want to go with a little bit more. But if you still have questions or I didn't clear anything up, let me know in the comment section down below, and I would love to help you guys out. But for now, this is me, Azizz, signing out. Peace.